It's incredibly embarrassing. Doing a really interesting foodie scene in an RV a few months back. We're going at it, it's hot, it's heavy, we're doing stuff all over the RV. It is an amazing scene. Until I start to smell an intense odor. There are like 15 people in this RV, so I just figured somebody had a bad burrito for lunch. I was just gonna let it go. But it's intensifying. And intensifying until I can like taste it. But nobody's stopping, nobody's saying anything, so I'm like, you know what? You're a professional, you're gonna roll with this, even though you can like taste the fart in your mouth. Thankfully, the male talent turns around and goes, oh my God, the stove, the gas stove has been on for at least 10 minutes, filling up the RV with that farty gas smell. And no one mentioned it because everyone thought it was me, because it was a booty scene. We almost died because everyone thought I had terrible gas. This story is such a good one, and if you're interested, you can see the full version on my spicy site. Luckily, I didn't die. So, I was on set with Isaiah Maxwell, and if you know anything about Isaiah, he is very well endowed. I am not a particularly good, if I'm being honest. So this day, things were great. My throat was open. I am feeling like a superstar. So I said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna take the whole thing. I'm gonna take the whole thing all the way down, and I did it. And I was like so surprised at myself and so excited at my like throat's prowess that day that I take it out, I look up at him, and I breathe in to say something dirty and inhale all of the spit that I just created into my lungs. So my dirty talk came out, and then everyone's kind of like, you can see the director kind of looking at me going, it's not Cherie DeVille's usual banter. And then my eyes get big and I'm like, I almost died. I inhaled so much spit, it took like 2 minutes to get a breath of air. So I guess the moral of that story is this throat is probably not made for that glorious, glorious member. This next story is both crazy and probably one of the best days of my life. So I am on set with 3 beautiful women, one of whom had just given birth. I had no idea that was going on. So we're doing our stuff. It's foreplay. We're touching, we're grabbing, we're kissing. I'm getting one of my favorite parts. And all of a sudden, there's like a lot of like sweet, delicious fluid in my mouth. I was like, that's funny. I give a little squeeze, and this is all on camera. I have a full face of makeup that took 2 hours to create. I give a little squeeze, and I am just all over my whole face in tiny droplets of breast milk from here to here. And I'm like, and the director, and the girls, everyone's so surprised. Unfortunately, because of silly internet rules, we weren't able to keep that in. So I had to go back in hair and makeup and clean up the breast milk, only to start the scene again and have it happen like 10 more times. I have no idea if that scene ever saw the light of day, but all of us went home soaked. I mean, hair soaked, face soaked, clothes soaked with breast milk. It was pretty fantastic.